What's up, Facebook? No. Two things. Two things. One, I trimmed up my goatee just a little bit so it looks more neat and professional. And this shit right here looks good. Second thing, once I get YouTube Live figured out, I will be making more videos and shit. What's up? But yeah, I trimmed up my goatee a little bit. And shit's looking fresh. You know what I'm saying, Facebook. Now, once I get YouTube Live figured out, I will be using it. But it doesn't hurt to post a couple of videos to Facebook every now and then, you know, or excessively feed it, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I took my shaver and my goatee was looking a little scraggly, so I trimmed it up a bit and looking pretty good. Nice and evened out. Yeah, buddy. Oh, no particular reason, Brandon. I went over to hang out with Steve to make sure he was okay after he drank like 3 tiny ass tablespoons of antifreeze. And hopefully I've talked him out of it for good this time. And we had a couple drinks. And then after we got done drinking alcohol, I rode home. And yeah, that's why I'm up so early. Because I spent most of the night drinking. And surprisingly enough, rode my bike home smooth as silk. Now, the other day, I damn near tripped on my bike walking by it in the apartment. I shoved it to the side a couple times. And when the handlebars hit the wall, it made the handlebars actually, instead of being way out here, it kind of made the handlebars go and kind of squeezed them together just a little bit. And it made the ride that much more comfortable. Go figure. Had a bunch of cigarette ash on my computer desk that needed to be cleaned off. Ashtrays need to be emptied. Minuscule little things like that. But, yeah. Pretty much the only thing left on my stove is to clean out the burners, which is easy enough. But anyways, yeah, I got my trimmed up my goatee a little bit so it looks more even, and that shit looks good. I'm digging it. I'm totally digging it. Now, this definitely took a minute to grow out, but worth the wait. And you can see it's legit. It's not some fake ass shit. But yeah, like I said, once I get YouTube Live figured out, I'll definitely do it. That doesn't mean I can't post videos on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I know for a lot of fans who aren't legitly friends with me on Facebook, that's frustrating because they can't see these videos. But then they become friends with me on Facebook, and then they see the videos, and then, you know, it all works out to a degree. I used a rechargeable shaver to trim this shit up. That's what's up. Some good looking shit right there, man. Takes a minute to grow that out, but totally worth the wait. It is looking nicely done. Kicking back with some pipe tobacco. Got the window wide open. Good to go, yo. I got two different kinds of pipe tobacco. I got black Cavendish. I should actually say three. I got three different kinds of pipe tobacco. I got black Cavendish, a really, really moist black Cavendish. Then I got a mixed bag of black cherry tobacco. Part of it's black cherry cigar tobacco, and the other half of it is just straight black cherry pipe tobacco. The mixture of the cigar tobacco and the black Cavendish is fucking moist, but it's good, yeah. Damn near 6,000 subscribers. That's what's up. I'll be doing the pink champagne challenge with Steve. Me and him will be chugging an entire bottle of pink champagne each for breast cancer awareness. And I'll do it both on my channel and his channel. If we could simultaneously set up both recording cameras next to each other and record the video at the same goddamn time, and we each have our own little snippet of the video on YouTube, that'd be cool. Okay, what are the comments? You're going to you're going for a full Van Dyke, Josh. That's a mustache and goatee. No, just the goatee. I know I can grow a mustache, but, you know, I'm kind of iffy on it. I mean, it's not that I don't look bad with the mustache. It's just, I don't know if I like having it or not. But for the most part, I do know that I like having the goatee. That's where it's definitely at. That's a good question, Anthony. Anthony Lewis asked, you going for a full Van Dyke, Josh? That's a mustache and goatee. You can both be live at the same time. Oh yeah, to a degree, I guess. I wouldn't be live on YouTube, but I'd record the video on my phone while he goes live on his video, and then when I got home, I would upload that video to the desktop on my computer, and it's still, yeah. Really, my dick size is none of your people's business. It's more than enough to get the job done. Ladies, what's up? Oh, cool. I can moderate comments on live chat. I did not know that. For Facebook. That's fucking cool. You think I'm creepy and weird? Don't trust and believe. Some of my fans are much weirder than I am. Way much weirder than I am. And that's definitely saying something. I drank gin. Actually, it wasn't gin, it was brandy, if I'm not mistaken. Brandy mixed with citrus drop, and it's pretty good. I mean, I wasn't gonna bitch. Alcohol is alcohol, you know. Christian brandies, it's alright, I guess, but E&J brandy is where it's at. Tried some of that shit mixed with citrus drop the other night, and that shit was hella good. Only 3 views this early in the morning, but this video will get plenty of views by the time it posts, so, you know. Yeah. Actually, it's no surprise I can handle my shit, you know. I rode my bike home after I got done drinking, and yeah, got my bike in. Excuse me. Got my bike in as quietly as possible. It's a big ass fucking bike, though. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, like that bike is ridiculous. What do you mean I don't sound too good? I'm actually fine. I'm just a little bit tired. Looks like Morgan, Dunn, and Patrick Gearson joined. What's up? What's up, Lee? What's up? I know it's Cameron, Jess. What's up, peeps? You got the Cobra King just chilling in the background, like, what's up? Give it a poke, give it a stir. Curiosity often kills the cat, because now we got like 5 viewers. Even this early in the morning, I can get at least 5 people to watch this shit live as it happens, because that's just how awesome I am. Not trying to brag or nothing, but yeah, I trimmed up my goatee and before I started the video, and it looks good. Josh, was your friend okay? I missed that beginning of the video. Oh, he was going through a rough patch, yes, but hopefully he's done with the stupid shit, you know. He popped on chat the first time I made a video, and he's like telling people how he drank antifreeze, and people are freaking out. I called him. He drank like 3 tiny ass teaspoons of it. It was enough to make him a little bit sick, but it wasn't enough to actually do any physical damage. And he said it tasted nasty, and I'm just like, dude, really? I went over and drank with him a little bit. And, we talked things through, and I'm just like, bro, come on. Suicide's not the fucking answer, man. That kind of thing. Looks like Dante and Ariana joined. What's up? I'll try to be a good friend, Morgan, Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. When people take advantage of my kindness, that's when I draw the fucking line. And as soon as I see it, that's when most people who do that kind of shit to me have personally burned their bridge with me, And it's unfortunate when you're a kind person, people take advantage of it, and nothing you can do about it. Just keep your social circle small and only trust a few people that you know. That's kind of a sheltered way to look at it, but in the end, it saves your ass, Because unfortunately, people do like to fuck with other people, and it is what it is. What's up, Ariana? No, but it's like the shirt that Trapped made, and it says tomorrow is a new day, and that's the fucking truth of it, I get fired from Wendy's. I'm jobless for a couple months, and it sucked because that's when trolls piled on me as hard as they could. As soon as they got me fired from my job, then they tried extra hard to fuck with me by making fun of me twice as bad, just coming out of the woodworks, And I still said fuck them all, got a job, and continue to make videos. I've been real good about keeping my mouth shut about where I work. Some of the locals who watch my videos might find out where I work, but it is what it is. Well, thank you, Ben. Well, I would certainly hope so, because anybody who fucks with somebody like me who knows black magic is just stupid. To answer your question, Morgan, have the trolls eased off now? To a degree, yes. I made, I'm like I said, I made trolling me on YouTube kind of pointless. When I monetize my own comments, that kind of takes away half of the fun of trolling me. Half of the fun of trolling anybody is being able to publicly humiliate them with some stupid comment, because they want to fucking laugh, a cheap laugh, you know what I'm saying? And when you monetize your own comments and control who sees them and what gets posted, what doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's giving you any trouble, you can block it before it becomes a problem. I know YouTube says that they don't tolerate bullying, but that's kind of like the school system saying they don't tolerate bullying, am I right? And, for the most part, when it comes to bullies in school, you ignore them. And it's the same way with YouTube. But then at some point, you fight back a little bit. But there's a way of doing it to where you can win without looking, because you don't know how you deal with bullies in school. You kick their ass. You might get suspended from school for fighting, but at least you fought back, and you might get more respect from your fellow peers. That's much better than pulling a mass shooting. Fuck that noise. You know what my gun's for, right? My gun is for self-defense, home defense, and target shooting, and clay shooting. You know, simple as that. Now, don't resort to violence right away. If you're getting bullied in school, and I know a lot of school systems around the United States will sit there and preach, you have a right to a harassment-free education. If you're being harassed, please consult an adult you trust. Ignore it and walk away. That old cough. All puns aside. And now, to be fair, if you going to a school that has a student population of like maybe 2,000 to 4,000 students, and you have like maybe 100 staff members total, you know what I'm saying? Quite often, the number of staff will not be as big as the number of students, and it's not their job to babysit people. But at the same time, if you're going to tell students, hey, you can trust us, we'll deal with bullying, if you're basically going to tell your students that and then you don't actually enforce it, that's kind of bullshit, you know. But as they say, high school is like the worst 4 years of your life. If you can survive it, you can survive anything. And you think, you know, and that's just the thing of it. Stupid shit in high school, it's whatever. You know, people either grow up or they don't. You know, it is what it is. You can't change people. You really can't. Is it clogged? Fucking hell. I'm just cleaning the ash off my computer desk. Just cleaning the ash off my computer desk made a huge difference, you know what I'm saying? It makes the place look a little bit more professional. You know what I'm saying? This pipe's fairly easy to unclog, so that's why I don't buy pipe cleaners. Save myself a couple bucks. Most tobacco shops would say, most tobacco shops will tell you if you got pipes, clean them out with a pipe cleaner. But have you seen Bowling to Columbia? I think you'd enjoy it. No, I have not, but I'll take your word for it. Ben Dobbins, to answer your question, yes. Do you still leave the window open so the tobacco smoke goes out? Yes, I do. I don't even give a fuck how cold it is. You know what I'm saying? If I want to smoke indoors, the least I can do is open the fucking window so it doesn't, you know, fog out the apartment. Which is actually a good thing because it creates a flow of fresh air moving through. And smell is practically minimal to nothing. So actually it's kind of useful at the same time. Just saying. And with as windy as Wyoming is naturally, any tobacco smoke that is sucked out the window is immediately gone. People be smelling that tobacco 8 blocks down the street and they're like, where's that coming from? And it could be coming from anywhere. Do you still... Okay, I read that question. Hey Josh, how are you? I'm alright, Ashley, how are you? Doing alright. Kicking it like an old school rock star villain, you know. Oh, damn. That black Cavendish, though, that's some strong ass pipe tobacco. Well, isn't that just quaint? The fucking rain clouds outside the apartment are just thick. Damn. You can just take it a step further and just blow the smoke directly out the window. Moist pipe tobacco tends to be a little bit stronger in nicotine, especially black Cavendish. Black Cavendish pipe tobacco is notorious for being rather potent in nicotine. What is your favorite black magic spell to cast on people? Good question, Ben Dobbins, but a true magician never reveals his secrets. Let's see if I may. A collection of books that I possess. There's 3 different books. The oldest book in my collection is this one, The Magic Power of Witchcraft. Consider it a basic sort of guide, not really saying this is how you're supposed to do it. This is just giving you the basic terms and a sort of basic guide to a degree. This one would be Your History of Magic, A Century of Spells. Deals with their place in society and that sort of thing. So between this book and this book, this gives you a basic guideline. This gives you a sense of where it originates and why it has its roots in society today. And this big motherfucker right here, the Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells, that's legit. Facebook. This book contains literally 5,000 spells. Now, anybody can go onto Google and Google this shit very easily, but you don't really retain it. You don't really retain it nearly as well, you know. So if you were to, I've already read this book, and before I even read this book, to be truthful, before I even read this book, I was already fucking around with magic before I even read this book. Not the card game, but the legit shit. Master of the Dark Arts. No, but I'm being serious. I was fucking around with magic before I even read this book. And there were times reading this book, I got severe deja vu reading it. Because some of the things in this book, it talked about using your magic to help others. And I've done that in the past several times. Just enough light outside that I don't even need that to be on. That way, I'm not wasting electricity and shit. Just chilling out in the shadows, doing my thing. You know how I roll Facebook. Well, you can laugh all you want, Ben Dobbins, but to each his or her own, you know. We all have something we believe in. And I've actually had several accounts to back up what I believe in. But that's just me personally. Looks like RCCO and Fernandez joined. I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing when you said you don't reveal your tricks. Yeah. Well, to a degree, yes. I do divulge some of my magical tricks, but not all of it, so that there is at least a little bit of mystery to it. I'm gonna have to go now, but it was nice to talk to you. I'll catch another video later. Alright, Morgan, have a good day. Thank you for chit-chatting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no worries, Ben. Misunderstanding, of course. He says, no, not laughing at you. I think it's cool. And I know that Brittany, when I was reading the comments, Brittany, she said that it's like he's not even paying attention to you. Okay, you know, I can learn to work with this a little bit. If I'm going to be live on Facebook, at least, I can pay attention to the people who make me famous, you know, and that sort of thing. And like I said, once I get YouTube Live figured out, you know, and the rest of my fans will get to experience this to a degree, you know. Yeah. But at the moment, Facebook Live is a little bit more simpler. So I'm not trying to piss off all my fans by doing all these Facebook Live videos. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to feed a fix for people who crave watching me on camera for some odd reason. But yeah, you keep your shit trimmed, let it grow out. Shit looks good. Rocking that shite, yo. Yeah, I'm on too, man. Gotta get to sleep. Have a good night. Thanks, Ben. You too. Thanks for chit-chatting. Yeah. There it is right there. all that deliciousness right there. As soon as I got done drinking, I came straight home like a fucking ninja. Yo. No, but to be fair, I wasn't so wasted that I couldn't ride home. I had a pretty good buzz going, but I could still maintain riding my bike home. It's a combination of electrokinesis, telekinesis, Tai Chi, spiritual meditation, black magic, and paganism. Just kind of, and a little bit of, and just a sprinkle of Wiccan influences, you know. I live in America, so I got freedom of religion, you know. As long as I'm not, like, directly hurting anybody with my shit, then they can't be like, oh, you can't practice that. The hell I can. Have you heard of the Almighty Three? The devil himself, who is the ruler of hell. Then you have his brother Satan, and then their brother Lucifer. There are three different deific forces. The three big leaders of hell. Although Christianity has associated them as the same, they are different. You know what I'm saying? Most Christians wouldn't understand it. But could you imagine if someone came up to a Christian and said, what's the difference between a Baptist, a Methodist, and a Catholic and a Christian? Don't they all worship Jesus? Could you imagine how offended that Christian may or may not get, you know? And that's just the thing of it. There might be slight differences, but to the outsider's perspective, it matters not. Some fresh dry tobacco on top of that moist tobacco. That cherry pipe tobacco, that black cherry pipe tobacco smells nice. It's got a very sweet, distinctive smell to it. You smell it, and it's the first thing you think of is pipe tobacco. It smells good. So it might leave like a faint, sweet scent in the air, but it's not like overpowering. if I left the window closed, that sweet smell would be overpowering. And I like the smell of a good pipe tobacco, but damn, if I clam baked with the window closed with this pipe tobacco, damn, that shit would travel elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? The nice thing about smoking a pipe too is you don't have to worry about ashing it like a cigarette because all the ash stays in your bowl. On top of that, during the wintertime, if it gets cold out, you're smoking some pipe tobacco, your pipe gets warm. You can do this number right here. All of a sudden, your hands stay warm in the winter. And, as long as you don't pass out with your pipe in your mouth, then you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when, you know what I'm saying, it falls out of your mouth and ash gets everywhere, you know. Look at that shit, that's like Playboy status right there. Yeah, buddy. And Playboy kind of sold out, in my opinion. The head executive, which is like right below Hugh Hefner, basically said, the head executive who's right below Hugh Hefner in status basically said, and I quote, "How can we compete with online porn that's free?" So they decided that they're no longer going to feature nude women in their magazine so that more people will buy it, and trying to make it a little bit more accessible, you know what I'm saying, to a wider audience, but they still feature nude models online to compete with all the other shit. And that's the kicker of it. When it first started, you think society's uptight about sex now. Oh shit. If you would have been living around the time Hugh Hefner first started Playboy, you would have been like, damn. At the time when it first started, people thought Playboy was risque and pornographic, you know. But it's like, okay, Hustler is way worse than Playboy, in my opinion. Playboy is at least somewhat tasteful, you know, and it's not just pretty women, you know, they got the articles and shit, so it tries to add some sort of intellect, not just sex appeal, but intellect, you know. But the head executive makes a fair point with his arguments, you know, but at the same time, you know, now if you want naked women in a Playboy magazine, it's going to be online or in like a hard copy book, like a coffee table type book, or some exclusive calendar deal, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? The magazine itself is pretty much like Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine. You know what I'm saying? Which it is what it is. You know, you can't argue with it. You know, you just, you know. So could you imagine what an actual old school Playboy magazine would fetch? Mint condition, original nude models, cha-ching, and you can hold on to them, and I guarantee you sold them on eBay. They're like some perverted person collecting comic books, but you know, there ain't nothing perverted about it. It's fucking natural. And people who have a problem with it are sexually repressed. If you have a problem with tasteful nude, you're sexually repressed. There is no other way to fucking put it. And people joined. A lot of people are joining, checking this live video out. Like, what's this all about? But yeah, these are the same assholes who have a problem with breastfeeding in public. But of all the stupid things, if you're in a restaurant that allows kids, most mothers will pre-pump so they can take a bottle with them in public, so that they don't have to be discreet and, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes this shit happens, you know, they forget to pump and their kid gets hungry at an inconvenient location, so they have to breastfeed because it's natural. And you know, if you're in a fucking restaurant trying to enjoy a peaceful meal, ask yourself this question: would you rather listen to the casual chitter chatter of a restaurant, or would you rather listen to someone's kid crying their fucking eyes out? I don't know about you, but the first one sounds a lot better. I'd much rather drone out to the casual chitter chatter of a restaurant. I personally ain't got no fucking problem with it. I understand in that situation. Well, if you're in a store shopping for groceries, the same fucking principle applies. How the fuck are you gonna get offended by someone feeding their kid? It's beyond me. You take a look at the news, all the fucking terrorist attacks, all the violence, depression, a whole bunch of fucking nasty shit on the fucking news and the mass media, and you're offended by breastfeeding. You know, when you sincerely meet people like that, it just stops and makes you think for a second, like, wow, there are really people this stupid out there. It makes your head hurt. You just want to do this number like, being single is a blessing in disguise, let me tell you. You don't want kids. Being single is the cheapest form of birth control. Oh. That was a joke I went for, and it was kind of funny, but kind of true at the same time. Now, if you haven't had sex in a long-ass time, if you haven't had good pussy in a long-ass time, there are two ways you can look at it. You can be depressed, or you can make jokes about it. You know what I'm saying? And how are you going to make jokes about it? Shit. If I want to get my dick wet, I'll take a shower. That shit's funny. I don't care who you are. If you haven't had pussy in a long-ass fucking time and you're laughing about it because you know you're attractive, and that's the end of that bullshit right there. You know, you look at Super Saiyans and Dragon Ball Z, their battle wounds make them stronger. You know, if anything, that's how rejection should be looked at. Do not look at it as failure. Look at it as something that'll make you stronger. And a lot of people are joining this chat. That's what's up. But how is it only like 7 people are able to watch it, but we got all these people in chat? There's like 25 comments. Damn. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, once I get YouTube Live figured out, it'll definitely be happening. And, keeping your shit trimmed and neat. It looks way more professional. Just saying. gonna grab some water in my cup here. It's just Cobra's Mist. It's got me in the front. You can't tell me that's not a sick ass coffee mug. It doesn't hurt to drink a little bit of, or plenty of water after you get done drinking. It flushes your system and keeps you hydrated. That way your kidneys aren't just sitting there processing pure alcohol. That's kind of bad for your kidneys. Just saying. I mean, we all know that alcohol is bad for you, but in moderation, you know. And who the fuck cares? I'm 26, I'm autistic. You know, the haters can fuck off. As far as I'm concerned. And I got cut on my arm the other day. You can see it. You can see it. Right there. It's not going to affect my tattoo. It'll heal up, and when it heals up, it'll look just like the original tattoo in that spot. So, strangely enough. Hell yeah, Julio. Yeah, that is a pretty sick mug. The kind of mug you want to pour Blue Moon and Mountain Dew into. Not a lot, Corey, just chilling. Smoking some black cherry pipe tobacco. Picture of Calloway's wife. What? Uh-oh. Margaret, you son of a bitch. Jeez, I figured you had a sense of humor. After all, you married her. Ah, that's gotta hurt. Get him. Doyle. That right there, that particular moment in that particular movie was like the ultimate fucking troll. Rubber sunglasses, wow. Bazooka, I have a permit for that. No, it's not a Sean routine. That's from a movie. If you people in chat don't know what the movie I'm talking about, that's not my problem. Hey, Joe, bring around the loner. Oh, it's alright, Craig. It's the movie The Mask with Jim Carrey. If you can get it, I think you'd like it. It's pretty funny. You could probably order it online. If you got a DVD player at home, you could probably play it, watch it or something, you know. Yeah. The green face, yeah. I think he knows what I'm talking about. Quite understandable, Mr. Lawler. Indeed, it is, Julio. How many international fans are there? I'm from Portugal. That's what's up. Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's cool. I got international fans. Got people all over the world who watch my videos. You can't tell me that's not badass. Anybody who says it isn't is just jealous. What's my favorite comedy of all time? That's a good question, Craig. I would have to say Life. No, but seriously, Life. Life has a sick sense of humor, let me tell you. Not a problem, Julio. Thanks for the support. Indeed, Greg. Indeed. Craig is like, life is more of a tragedy or a tragic comedy, perhaps. Indeed. Indeed.